Welcome back to part 2 of the 8 steps to buying a house. Today, we're going to be talking about the remaining steps, which is number 5. So, let's get started. Also, if you haven't seen part 1, I highly suggest that you start there first. Luckily for you, I only have 3 videos, or this will be the third one, so it shouldn't be hard to find. Number 5, getting a home inspection. This is typically done within the first 5 to 10 days of opening escrow. Just depends on what we put in our terms when we got our offer accepted. Now, the point of a home inspection is to highlight everything wrong with the house, meaning you're going to be getting a report at the end, typically ranging from 40 pages to 70. Now, please don't be alarmed. Like I mentioned, is to highlight everything wrong with the house, such as a door that doesn't close, a loose cabinet, a light bulb that's not working. So, you know, really cosmetic issues. But we really want to look out for the major concerns when it comes to a house. And it's going to be roof, foundation, HVAC, sewer lines, plumbing, and electrical. I highly suggest that you have a specific contractor ready to go in case the report mentions that you should get a second opinion on, let's say, plumbing or electrical. Once the inspection has been completed, we will be reviewing the report and negotiating with the seller to ask for seller's credit or for repairs to be completed. Now, just for your information, it is stipulated on the contract the seller can sell as is, meaning they do not have to do any repairs to the house or give sellers credit. With that in mind, if the seller does not want to do any repairs or give sellers credit, we have two options. We could continue with the escrow process or back out and retrieve your earnest money deposit back. Number 6, getting a home appraisal. So this is really here for the lender's sake to make sure that they are not lending more than what the house is worth. So for example, if the purchase price was at 600K and the appraisal came in at 620K, that's great news, guys. You guys are walking into equity of 20,000 plus. Now, if let's say the appraisal comes in short, let's say 580, then that means there's a $20,000 gap that we have to address. Now, there's a couple options. You can either you, the buyer yourself, could cover that $20,000 gap, or you could ask the seller to pay that $20,000 gap. Another option you could do is have the seller and yourself meet in the middle and cover $10,000 each to cover that gap. And lastly, you could also ask the seller to lower the purchase price to 580. So there's a couple of ways around this. Now, if the seller does not want to help out at all, two options that we have is for you to cover that $20,000 gap or back out the escrow and retrieve your earnest money deposit. Number 7, closing the deal. We are almost to the finish line. This is when you are going to be signing off on loan docs. You will be sitting down with a notary and going through all the paperwork again and signing off on everything. Now, 3 to 5 days before we close, we will be conducting a final walkthrough of the property to make sure the property is in the same condition as before. Unless we ask for repairs, this will be the time to ensure the repairs were completed. Now, lastly, the closing cost. This is typically between 2 to 5% of the purchase price. So a lot of people save for the down payment, but some people are not aware of the closing costs. So just keep that in mind when you are saving up for a house. Number 8, you guys are finally homeowners. Congratulations. Now, last week I mentioned a buyer's tip that I will be addressing in today's video, and that's going to be the supplemental tax bill. What is that? It's basically a reassessed value of the old property price to the new property price. Now, this supplemental tax bill will be coming in the mail to you within 6 months to a year after you move in. Now, this is completely different from your property taxes, so just keep that in mind. But if you're working with me, you're going to be getting a estimate so you know how much money to save up for. So definitely want to talk about that today because it's really important that you know a lot of people get hit with this and are surprised when they see it in the mail. So I really don't want that to happen to you. Now, thank you again for watching this whole video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at 562-556-0813. You can also reach out to me at my email at luisesparza@kw.com. And feel free to share this video with anybody that's thinking about moving or buying a house in California. Thank you so much. On to the next one. Peace.